Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Obviously, as you can see, and reading by the title, it's a Roku Premiere Plus. Now you're gonna ask, why did you get Roku Premiere Plus? Well, first of all, I had a really good deal. I had some discounts in the Target, so I got it for like $58 because original price it's 89 plus tax 96. I was able to save about I don't know 40, 38 or $40, something like that. So I got a really good deal on it. So I was like, why not? Since I have a 4K TV, I have, not just one, but two 4K TVs. Why not take advantage of this? This is Roku. It has 4K HDR right here, as you can see at 4K and HDR. Now, it's very important to remember there's many different types of Rokus. You don't have to go with this one. This is a Premiere Plus. There's also an orange one that's called just Roku Premiere. But that one only has 4K and it doesn't have any HDR. So it's like, why would you go with that one? It's $60, and why would you go with a 4K standalone without HDR? But I guess maybe there's still some people out there who don't have HDR, obviously. And let's face it, a lot of people don't even have that many really good 4K HDR TVs. They're still using 1080p or plasmas or whatnot. So 4K, it's still in its early ages, man. People are still trying to adapt to this technology. They're still learning and whatnot. And I think it's one of the main reasons why I started this channel was not just also for me to learn, but also to share this with other people and try to kind of send the message out there, hey, the 4K is coming. And it's really, 4K is coming, guys. By 2021, everything's going to be pretty much in 4K. And even your television sets will be a 4K broadcast, so it's coming. It's gonna happen slowly, but it's coming. Just like analog and digital, and then high def took over. It's kind of like the same thing. So let me show you basically what's inside the box. Now, keep in mind, I already unboxed this. All right, this is already unboxed. So when you open this box, this is the first thing you're gonna see when you open it. Right here on the top, there'll be this box, and inside that box, you're gonna see this Roku, and it's actually not that big. It's smaller than the original one they had. That Roku, what was it? Roku 4, right? It's slightly a little bit smaller, so it's much better. And in the back here, you have the HDMI 2.2 HTCP high-speed internet output, I'm sorry, not the input, output, that has to be connected to your HTCP 2.2. It's very important that you guys understand this. Based on what type of 4K TV you have to make sure that your TV has HTCP 2.2. Look in the back, look at on the your brochure, look up on the forums, look at your model, and see which input is HTCP 2.2. That's the only way you'll be able to get 4K and HDR pass-through. As you can see right here underneath, there's the micro SD card. There's the Ethernet port right here. I always use the Ethernet. But this one also has a really nice Wi-Fi as well, so you shouldn't have any issues with this one. I think it says right here in the back of the box, we can read it right here. It has 802, it's right here, 802.11 AC dual band, so you shouldn't have any issues with this one. And as you can see, here, as you can see, it says right here, 4K Ultra HD, 1080p HD, streaming at 60 FPS, quad-core processor, really good processor, micro SD slot, Ethernet 10/100 port. It has a really good dual band wireless Wi-Fi, so that's kind of good news because that's exactly what I was looking for. It has a voice search, has a Roku mobile app. You can use your cell phone to control it if you like. And of course, has tons of apps, man. Roku, no one has more apps than Roku, man. They're the kings when it comes to the apps. And, well, when you open the box, obviously this is what you get. This goes inside right here. It goes right in there inside, and then you pull it out, you pull it open like this. Hold on. I'm doing this with one hand, it's kind of hard. There you go. Then when you pull this box, when you pull it out, when you pull the box out, which I already have done so, when you pull it out, then in here you're gonna find your remote. It goes right in here. This is where your remote goes in there. It uses I think it's two, let me see, I believe, yeah, it's two AA batteries. There it is, Duracell, perfect. So you're all set there. And then you look at the remote, everything's there for you, man. You got Sling, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Now, and of course it has Amazon Prime, so it's all in there too as well. Then you get this brochure, it's right here. I don't know, whoever wants to read this. You do get some free trials for the Sling if you want to try that out. And then here, when you open this little box right here, you get your power adapter that's in there. The power adapter stays in there. It's right here. AC power adapter. You plug that in. And then you get these little headsets right here that you can use. That's kind of nice. Comes free with it. I've used these. They're pretty cool. So it comes with that. Okay, so the next step is going to be, since I already unboxed this, the next step is going to be for me to show you the setup process. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so when you finally plug in your Roku Premiere Plus into your HDCP 2.2. On this TV, LG OLED C7, I have all four HDCP 2.2. And I better damn have all four HDCP 2.2 inputs, because I did spend a lot of money on this TV. So this should better have HDCP. But for those of you who don't have, well, if you're not sure if you have HDCP or on which port do you have HDCP, make sure you double check first. Okay, because if your TV doesn't have that HDCP port, you won't be able to use 4K here. You won't be able to use 4K, especially 4K HDR. So it's very important that you have that. All right, so first step is you click English or whatever country you're in. Obviously, I'm in America, so it's going to be English. I'm going to go with the wireless, because this one has a really good Wi-Fi built into it, so there's no reason for me to hook it up to the Ethernet. So I'm going to set up a new wireless connection. Alright, once you get connected, hooked up to the internet, then there's the update you need to update. So you're going to go ahead and click OK right here with the remote control. And since I have a really high-end internet speed via Comcast Business, so I shouldn't have any issues with this. Alright, there's the Roku. It's letting us know that it's being updated. It's basically installing the updates, and you're just waiting for these updates to be installed. They have a bunch of apps already pre-installed, so they have to update every and each individual app. Now here it's going to ask you what type of display do you have. The best thing to do is leave it on automatic. Let the Roku detect what type of display you have. And if you have a 4K high-end HDR Dolby Vision TV, it's going to detect it and recognize it. So just click OK. Okay, so what I'm going to use is obviously use the 4K HDR 60 frames per second. Okay, so here it's going to ask you go to 4K UHD HDR, and we're going to go to 4K UHD HDR because I already have, you know, it detected that I have 4K UHD HDR TV, and you can see like the display. Yes, screen looks good. You can tell right away it looks much better. So that's it. Now don't bother entering this code, because by the time this video it's uploaded, I'm already going to use this code, so don't bother. I'm just letting you know in advance, so don't bother using this code. I'm not stupid enough not to use the code and then upload the video. Come on, come on. Or maybe I am. Why don't you try it? Give it a try. See if it works. Of course, it's not gonna work. Let's move on to the next step. All right. So once you have pretty much update your account with everything and all the apps, then all you have to wait it's for your device. Remember that code, whatever code you get, you have to use that code. You have to go to your account and you have to type in that code so that way it can link up and recognize your new device. And then from that point on, from your account, all of your apps, everything that you have will be put into this new Roku Premiere Plus device. It's a pretty easy setup. No one should have any issues or problems. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. No one should have any problems setting this up. It might take you, I don't know, like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but once you're done, you're good to go. Now, depending on how many apps you have, I have a truckload of apps, then it might take a little while. By the way, this is not my first time having a Roku. I had a Roku before, so I'm pretty much familiar with it. Same thing with the Amazon Fire. So here we go, almost done. Once this is done, then you can pretty much do all your purchases directly from your Roku device, or you can go to your account and do it from there as well. So you have both options, whether you can manage it from here or you can manage it from your PC, from the website on your account. Okay, so when this is done, then you pretty much just click OK. And here you are, man. It's very responsive. This is very smooth, and it's 4K on my OLED, and anything on OLED looks fantastic, honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and let's try Netflix, right? Or how about Vudu? Let's click on the Vudu. Let's click on Vudu. Let's see how Vudu works. I'll probably have to log in on the Vudu. You know, you have to log in with all of these devices.